Hi everyone, and it's Thursday
Hey,
night. Yay! Sorry we're late. I blame Tim. He just when he stopped
yeah,
talking.
my fault. I wasn't early, was I?
He's trying to keep me a red face because he was in here quicker than I was tonight. It's bad
Uh,
timing when your guests are earlier than you. Um. So how is everyone? Joe, how are you this evening?
I'm doing really good today.
Good, good. That's what
fantastic.
I like to hear. How's your good self, Tim?
Me? I'm all right. Yeah, I'm pretty
Yes,
good,
you.
thank you. The sun's finally come out in England, and it's warm.
Rub it in. um, I'm just going to share out. Talk among yourselves.
Sure, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we're on the
'Cause
chat.
we've got 4 in the chat. Can someone say hi so that you blah, 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 so that you know I know I can hear you. You think I can speak tonight? Honest to God. MD say hi or send me some emotes. If they can't hear us, it's a problem. MD. Oh, StreamYard, why are you doing this to me?
I
Eric.
can hear everything. Perfect.
Yay! Eric's
Eric.
broke the comments. So, Tim, the
Yeah.
floor is yours.
Hello.
Please tell
Oh God.
people who you are, what you do, where you've came from.
His mother.
Right. So yeah, I come
Take
from
it
my
out.
mother and father a long, long time ago, when everything was black and white.
Oh,
So I'm nearly an old age pensioner now. Yeah, I had.
I thought
Sorry.
I thought
Yeah,
you
I'm
were only
heavy into
21.
the paranormal. 21. I'm 8 in my
Yes.
head. I'm 8 and a quarter. Um, yeah. So I had my first paranormal experience when I was 13, and it scared the life out of me because I used to watch Hammer House horror films, and everything was evil, wasn't it? So I thought all paranormal stuff was a bit evil, to be honest. But yeah, and I like the cryptozoology as well. Got some footage actually the other week of a strange. I don't know if you've seen it. It's been on the tube a few times to people in Northampton. I got a nice bit of footage of something, shall we say? Not
Oh.
conclusive, but fairly it's a bit out of focus, and so I'm not saying it was a cryptid, but it was definitely something big. Yeah.
I'm going to be really honest. Cryptids is not really my thing, but I like listening to people talk about them.
It's my
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that my knowledge is up there. Oh, it's Pickle Tom. I'm just going to say some hellos. Hey, Charles. Hey, Mary. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary Markin. There was a third person in my head, Lauren. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hooray. That's for Mark Manley, who was birthday the other day. Mary's is today, and Lauren's, I'm sure, is today or was yesterday. So there you go, guys. There's your happy birthdays out the window. Hi, Tom. Hey, Pickle Tom. And Mary is love hearts to you, my darling. So as I said, cryptid is no really. I mean, I'm very sceptical now, as you know, right? In Scotland, we have the Loch Ness monster. Now, I'm very sceptical on Nessie. And people go, oh, but I am. And I think because it's one of those ones where I've not seen or experienced anything. But the more time that I spend with Viv and Dan and everybody talking about cryptids, the more I'm slowly, getting there.
Well,
Well,
there's definitely something there.
cryptids are like my thing.
Yeah.
That's what got me
Yeah.
really fascinated
Yeah.
with it even more. But the thing is, you can be skeptical all you want.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these things that they call cryptids, it's just they haven't been discovered yet.
Yeah.
They're the unknown animals. I mean, cryptids aren't always hooked into the paranormal, because you've got cryptid zoology, and basically it's just searching for and researching new species, and they're finding new species of animals in areas almost every day. You just don't hear about it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, they rediscovered the coelacanth not long back.
Right, exactly. And then the thing that they, the squid that is kind of got that kraken deal
Yeah.
name attached to it. One of them washed up dead on shore.
Mhm.
But it was recently alive, not it was like freshly killed or died, and this thing was huge.
Yeah, I think I've seen photos of that.
And they thought those things went extinct years ago. Well,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Life finds a way.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, as I said, I'm skeptical, but I respect other people that when obviously I'm fascinated, like listening to people. Mind you, I always joke about Bigfoot, right? Because I'm a size 10.5. So I'm like, I can't
Wow.
really be skeptical. I know. I can't really be skeptical on Bigfoot. But I'm curious, but they're slowly wheedling me around in cryptids.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been doing the paranormal?
Well, for a good few years. I say it started when I was 13, and bit of a long story. Probably take me all night to tell you it, but it was quite a traumatic thing
I've
at the
got 2
time for
hours.
a 13-year-old boy. It frightened the life out of me. Although nothing bad happened, it frightened me.
Yeah.
And it went on, but yeah.
Tim,
So
you're breaking in and
that's
out,
that.
love, again.
Oh, am I? Oh, it sounds all right from on here on my side. Am I there?
You must. Yes, I can see the hands. It's like slow mo. It's like the Matrix.
Put a bit more light on it. No?
There you go, my love. There you go.
I'm back.
You're actually looking a lot better than I first seen you. I shouldn't jinx that, but shouldn't jinx that. Eric says, with all the abandoned buildings around the UK, there's lost places to hide. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
Guys, please check out Craig Stevens for Ghost Bay Paranormal. He's got a YouTube channel. He's just started. Go along and give him a wee follow from me. Eric, UK Bigfoot and American Bigfoot are 2 different things.
Hold on.
Emily says, hi, Tim.
Go back to that one.
Right, cool.
Yeah, but the thing about the American Bigfoot is it even varies within the United States. Okay. I mean, you know, Bigfoot's not going to be the same everywhere in the world.
No.
You know, I mean, the sightings they have like down in the swamplands around Louisiana and Florida are, you know, they don't even call it Bigfoot. It's something different, but, you know, it's like kind of grouped in with the same category. They call it the skunk ape because of the smell.
Okay, yeah, yeah. We call it the woodwows in England.
You know, most of the places call it Bigfoot. Some places in the United States have different names for it too.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the word Bigfoot, to be honest, myself. Find it a bit geeky. I prefer Sasquatch, or like over here we call it the woodwows.
And they get Yeti, and there's all kinds of names that are associated with it.
What's the Portlock one? Nontinonk or something, isn't it? In Portlock, they call it the Nontinonk, something like that.
I think so. Hey, Emily says hi. Charles says, I'm going to Northwest Washington State to ranch where there's Sasquatch and UAPs. Sounds really good. It sounds really good. So what got you into Bigfoot and things like that, Tim?
There was a magazine in the 70s. I think it was called Unexplained. And
do you know what? Dan was talking about that Tuesday night, because we were talking about
what's up, guys?
It's my boy.
He actually reminded me of the name of the magazine, because I've been trying for ages to think what it was, because it's back in the 70s,
right?
And that's what it was, yeah. And Arthur C. Clarke too.
Aye.
And that's what started me off, yeah.
Oh wow! Hey, Lauren, you've literally just missed me singing "Happy Birthday" to you.
It was lovely, Lauren. It was lovely.
Oh my God, my singing no! Oh my God! If you've had a few cans or something, there is much to love about my singing, but no when you're sober. Trust me. Nick, this is Tim. Tim, this is Nick.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
I'll be on in just a minute, guys. I'm just moving. I'll be on in just a minute. I've been kind of moving the computer around, so I'll be on shortly. That's
all right. If I hear, well, now you all have to sing for me. Let's go again, folks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Lauren, I can't believe you're getting me to... Happy birthday, dear Lauren. Jesus Christ. Everybody will be saying that it's her birthday tonight. And so, yeah. So, where was I? Oh, aye. So, Dan, we were speaking obviously about spontaneous human combustion.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I find it interesting.
I walk near church. I told my wife's mother the first day I met my wife's mother, you know, she invited me to go to church with them the next morning, you know. And I looked at her and I said, I'm sorry. I said, if I walk into a church, you will believe in spontaneous combustion. And she just cracked up laughing. And after that, I knew we were going to get along.
I love that subject, but I think it's really, really interesting. And that's what Dan was saying. Yeah. He was saying that's how that got him into it, because he had read the Unexplained. Oh, hello, Nick. You're letting off a comfy.
Yeah, because I got another guest with me right now sitting on my lap.
Oh, I thought it was you were going to tell me it was me, Madeline. I was gearing myself up there.
No, just the cat.
Oh, just the cat. It's all right. My cat is, or was, behind me at one point.
She's behind you still, isn't she? There's some up there.
No, she's disappeared. She doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah, so that.
Yeah,
And that's where I first saw. That's where I first saw the footage of Patty as well. I thought, oh my god, and that was it. Really
Yeah.
hooked. But I'm these days I'm more into my spirit than cryptids, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love going out investigating.
What's your
I
favourite
actually
place
had my
to go?
first. We've got a place in Northampton called Ancient St John's Churchyard,
Right.
which is there's loads of videos on YouTube about it, and it's very, very active most of the time. I've had lots of EVPs there. It's just a phenomenal place to investigate. So various spirits there. So that's my favourite place. Yeah.
Oh, so have you found anything interesting that you've not been able to debunk?
My favourite thing's the voice recorder. I think it's very hard if you get a clear word, or even sometimes a few words put together on there. That's very hard to debunk, isn't it? Yeah, and I actually had my first full body apparition on Sunday night.
Oh wow! You need to tell us.
Yeah, this I gotta hear.
Well, yeah, I was. Now this was a modern house. I know that don't mean nothing, but it was a modern house, and I was dog sitting and looking after the house for someone. Nice house. He's actually a Premiership rugby player who owns the house. Anyway, I was in bed. It was late, about 1 o'clock, I think it was, and I woke up feeling cold. And I opened my eyes, and over in the corner, the door in the corner, which I shut when I went to bed, it was now open, and there was a pure white figure of a young girl. She was about 4'6" high, something like that. And I looked over, and she put her hand up, and she went like that at me, like that, to me. And I thought, am I awake? And I got up like that, and I waved back to her. Got out of bed. Now the door's open. She's standing in the doorway. The door's open. As I got closer, the door was shut. I sort of as if I went through a time warp somehow. The door was shut, and she'd gone. But that was Sunday night, and I wasn't frightened. I didn't, it was a nice feeling actually. She just went like that to me, like that, little way. I would say she was about 9 years old.
Oh.
Now the thing was, it's my daughter's best friend, the woman who she asked her if she'd ever seen anything, and she said no. She said, and she told her what I'd seen, and she said that's funny because when we moved in, we found a crayon drawing of a little girl standing in by a door in one of the drawers. So I don't know if it's related or not.
Wow.
But that's what they found. But they hadn't seen anything themselves, no. But that was that.
That's pretty mental that happened.
Yeah, really.
Totally unexpected. And the one of the other strangest things, you might have heard me talk about this before. We was investigating it's the town hall now in a village in England. We was investigating this town hall, which had a lot of poltergeist activity. And it used to be a courthouse. Years ago, it used to be a courthouse. It's even got holding cells in the basement. We're sitting along on these chairs. It's dark, calling out, and all of a sudden, my daughter's sitting next to me. All of a sudden, something comes down, bang, hits the floor right next to her. Couldn't see what it was because it was dark. She got it, made her jump so much, she got up and she fell on the floor, got the torch and went like that. And it was a red onion.
Wow.
A red onion. And it was going, it was still going round like this, on the floor like this, and then it stopped. A red onion. And I thought about it the next day, and apparently years ago they used to in court they used to throw fruit and stuff about, didn't they? You know, at the people at the that was strange.
That's quite mental when that happens.
Yeah.
Lauren
So,
says, on you go, honey.
Sorry?
Is it me or is it? No.
What? What's happened?
Can you guys hear me all right? Because my stream is starting to be a pain in the arse.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
look like you was about to. You look like you was about to say something, so I shut up.
It's my StreamYard being a DICK.
Say what you mean. Say what you mean.
Oh, me? Never.
I just realised who you sound like when you sing now. That that lady out of
hey, Chris.
Charlene Spiteri, isn't it? Out of Texas.
Oh my god. I'm so no good at singing anymore. Thanks, Tim. Right, everybody's no longer getting a happy birthday. I'm not singing. I'm going to quickly run through the comments because they're building. Yep, the big 55 with laughing faces. 1 year younger than my wife, Eric says. Hey, Nick, you look comfy. Nick, is that your Concop couch? Hi, Rita. Rita's saying hi to us all. Charo says that he hopes Nick is doing well. Eric is saying time slip maybe. Hey Jenny, my esteemed. Rita Gray. Eric says I'm making a big list of haunted places in the UK. Chris is in. Guys, I'm going to post a link for Chris's group. He needs, I think he said 4 or 5 more followers, guys. If you could pop along and give him a like, please, that would be awesome. Long can hear me. Sometimes it's not a good thing. Rita says she's good. It's StreamYard flag. That's why I moved to Melon. And Lauren is laughing. So I'm
sure she is.
Chris has done it for me. That's it. That saves me a job. Right, so guys, if you pop along, that would be great. Have you gentlemen got any questions for Tim?
Not that I can think of right now, but it's I've been really fascinated with what he's been talking about. So I'm just kind of amazed by this currently.
Yeah. Yeah, quite strange things of it. I mean, we saw shadow figures there as well in this old courthouse. A few 5Ps appeared, were thrown about. A lot of poltergeist stuff going on. It's in
Oh,
March in Cambridgeshire.
so it is interesting stuff. I love when you get your investigations and you have things that happen that blows your mind. One, I can remember my
Yeah.
very first investigation, and in one of my parts of my investigation, in fact, it wasn't my very first one; it was the second one. I went to this castle called Needpath. Very beautiful place, and it's got quite a dark history. And between it and Yesta, that's like they're connected, they're like sisters. And what happened was it's supposed to be that this guy who owned the castle was into dark arts, blah blah blah. And if you look back in history, you'll not find anything about his daughter because it's like his daughter never ever existed. So
Bloody
when
hell.
I was doing when I did an EVP, what I did was because the guy who's the owner of the team had this piece of equipment, and basically it was like the only way to describe it is like excuse me, see when it's like a heart monitor, and
Yeah.
it's sort of like that. It just runs parallel. Well, it was sort of doing that until I mentioned her name. I more or less asked them where she was, and that's what the owner of the team went. He went, "Oh my god, that's Spike." As soon as you mentioned her name, it's though the spirit is
Yeah.
oh, she's went there and asked this question. But it's just really, really fascinating. Really fascinating. I really see when things happen, investigations. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I mean, tomorrow we're going to the Paranormal Research Centre in Hinckley,
Hey,
doing an
Emily.
investigation there. Oh, that's Emma, my daughter.
Hello, welcome to
Yeah,
the
that's
show.
my daughter.
Hello, Eloise.
Hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless.
So yeah, we're going to the Paranormal Research Centre in Hinckley,
Thank you, love.
and they've got that's a fabulous place. So looking forward to that.
You looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
been before?
it's only up the road. We went last Saturday in the daytime to have a look round, and we did actually get some. We got a bit of a Ouija board action going. Nothing specific with spelling or anything like that, but it was moving around quite drastically with the little shot glass.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We getting there.
That would be good. That would be good. What about you, Jen? I mean,
Let's see here. Actually, let me go to this before I say or answer anything. I just want to, because I saw there were two questions here in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go with Lauren's questions first. Tim, what was the most scariest place you investigated? What happened?
Well, it was when I was a child. Like I was saying before, it's quite a long story. I can tell you it if you want. It is quite a long story. I suppose I could shorten it down a little bit. But when I was 13, my mum and dad split up, and Mum went north. We were living in Northampton still, which is in the Midlands. Mum went north up to Yorkshire, near York, a little place called Moulton. And she moved into a little caravan in a farmyard. Why she wanted to go there, I don't know, because we lived in a nice house. Anyway, there was another little caravan there as well, and obviously they got talking, and these other people were heavily into the paranormal, especially the Ouija board. This is this would have been about 1972, so a long time ago. Anyway, they were on the Ouija board with these people, and a phone number came up. Obviously, not a mobile phone number because they ain't got them then. It was a landline. They decided the next day, they decided to ring it, and it was a letting agency, believe it or not, a letting agency. And got talking, and they got a flat. They went and rented this flat in York, which was a whole old sandstone house, big like mansion type house, which had been converted into flats. So they went in there, and it was this was October time, and it was arranged at Christmas that I was going to go up there, and my sister, she was going to come down and stay with my dad. So Dad takes me up there, and I go in. Dad has a cuppa, and then he's back down to Northampton with my sister. And my mum starts telling me about all these strange things that are happening in this house. Now, I'm only 13, and I'm not like Daniel Barnett, you know. I'm like quite immature. I'm a little boy still, basically. She tells me this stuff about the clock going backwards and blah and all this stuff. And anyway, first thing that happened, which was strange, I went to have a bath. Was in the bathroom. Mum had put the heater on, the blower heater, because it's Christmas, quite cold. Got in the bath, and I would say within 2 minutes, that bath water was stone cold. It just went icy cold, the bath water. So I didn't think a lot of it, really, to be honest. But I got out, and the heater had gone off as well, by itself. So I went into the living room. Now it's a small room. It was only one bedroom, so I was in the corner on a little single bed. It'd been snowing. I'm cutting this quite short. It'd been snowing. So when you looked outside, it looked pretty light, pitch black in the room. Mum and my stepfather had gone to bed. Now, during the afternoon, I'd started getting a pain in my eye. It was getting gradually more and more, hurting more and more. So much so it woke me up. And I rolled over like that and looked towards the window. There was an old armchair sort of in the window facing inwards towards where I was, with the big arms on the back, the big back, you know what I mean, them old ones. And I could see the shadow what looked like a head, as if they were sitting there looking at me, obviously silhouetted because of the snow outside. And I said, Mum, it looked like my mum. I thought she was just sitting there. I said, Mum, my eye's really hurting now. No answer. No answer at all. So I said, Mum, my eye's hurting. And I see the head go like that, went tilted to the side like that. So I got up and I put the light on. There's nobody there. And I squealed like a girl. And she come running.
Who hasn't squealed on an investigation? Let's be honest.
It hasn't. Well, I'm going to say it hasn't happened to me yet. It will happen, just not yet.
I did. I squealed like, and she come running in. Now it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, still dark in Christmas. And I told her what had happened, and my eye was hurting. And she said to me, I said, I thought I saw you sitting in the window. She said, don't worry, she won't hurt you. My mum said to me, she won't hurt you, she said. Now, I decided there and then I wanted to go home. I didn't want to stay there anymore. So,
do you know what? It's quite good, Tim. Please don't think that I'm mentioning your age, by the way, because I don't want you thinking, oh, she's making me out to be an old coot. But it's quite good then, back then, that your mum was quite supportive of this, because there's not many people who could speak about that sort of thing back then.
No. Even people didn't talk about it. You're right. Then because you would have been thought of as a fruitcake, wouldn't you? But anyway, I talked him into taking my home, and then gradually over the next few days, the pain in my eye just went as I went home. It just went. But funny enough, a long time later, Mum had moved back to Northampton, and I found remember the old cassette tapes? Are you old enough to remember cassette tape?
Oh God, I used to.
I still remember those too.
Yeah. Anyway, they were numbered and dated. I'd gone to visit my mum, and they out shopping. So I thought, oh, this, and I put it in the old. You remember the cassette tapes, flat, weren't they?
Yeah.
And you put it in, and I put it on, and it was my mum, and she'd been regressed, and she'd been regressed, and she was speaking in a broad Irish accent, real broad Irish accent.
Oh, no way.
And her name was Rose. Yeah, her name was Rose. Anyway, I heard them coming back, so I put the tapes away because, like you said, he didn't really talk about it. And then forgot all about it. Then a long time later, I said, my mum found, years later, I brought it up. I said, when I was about 20, I brought it up and I said, I found some tapes of you talking in Irish accent. And she said, yeah, I went to be regressed. I didn't even know what it was then, to be honest with you, much. And she said, yeah, my name was Rose, and I had a tea shop in Banbury, and I researched all this, and I even found a grave, this Rose's grave in cemetery in Banbury.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
That is pretty mental that happened. Definitely. Eric says, what's Tim's favourite place to go?
Well, it's the ancient church of St. John, yeah. Well, what I mentioned earlier. I'm going to put the light on in a minute. It's gone dark.
Oh, you're absolutely fine. So will I.
Looks quite freaky. Yeah, St. John's Church. I mean, if you Google it, it's the. Oh, thank you, Emma. It's the in the top 10 supposedly haunted sites in England. Yeah, ancient church of St. John's.
I'll need to Google that, definitely. I'm going to definitely look that up. Yeah. Thank you very much, love. Emma says yes, can't wait. I'll come back to your question in a bit, Charles. Chris, you really didn't need to give me stars, pal. But thank you very, very much. I'm really touched. Thank you. Hey, Rita. I've already said hey, Rita. Hey, Holly. It's a long story. Lauren says, I don't blame you. Your daughter says you're an OAP, but I don't agree. I don't agree. Tim, I'm an empath and I'm getting the feeling it was one of your ancestors. And Lauren says, awesome show. We always try and do awesome shows. It's just because we're awesome. That's what it is. I better watch it. We're getting a big head.
I
love watching the show.
What? Sorry?
No, speaking of shows, I said something in the private chat for you. I mean, it's for next week's show, speaking of which.
Yeah, I did see it, honey. Sorry. I meant to get back to you. I'm bloody useless. Right, that's fine.
I actually wanted to let you know she's our new guest for next week. She's watching right now.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, she's not in the chat. She's not in the chat.
Yeah.
She messaged me. She's saying she's watching. So it's awesome to have her watch.
No, I'm lost. I'm always lost. I'm never no lost in these shows. Is that bloody Nick? I blame him. He's bloody terrible.
I'm always the one playing. That's fine if you believe it.
Emma Louise, can I just say I love your wall, the Tree of Life. Honestly, I absolutely love it. That's the first thing that when I seen your dad, and your dad actually bet me tonight. I'm never going to live this down, but your dad really, when I came on and my jaw nearly dropped because there's your dad waiting, and I'm thinking, Christ, am I late? But no, that's it. The first thing that caught my eye was the Tree of Life. Oh, just love it.
Lauren's absolutely right about this. We are all one big, loving, and crazy family. We absolutely are.
We
Hey,
try.
Nick. Hey, Nick, have you been down the Bray Road and blown that whistle yet?
No, I haven't had that happen yet. Right, Joe?
Oh,
Not yet. There's always a chance because Nick isn't too far from me.
No, I'm really not.
Yeah.
And I'm really not that far from Bray Road. So actually,
it's like-
Bray Road is closer for him to travel than it is for him to come as far as I live.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
we are
That is-
planning on making
Yeah.
we actually, Joe and I have been talking about wanting to meet up to go to Bray Road one of these days real soon. So we're currently actually planning something.
cool.
Yeah.
We'll take your whistle.
The dog,
And then, Yeah, it could take over as a number one piece of investigation equipment, couldn't it?
it could. Well,
Yeah, but I'd be careful blowing a dog whistle. You never know what that might attract.
well, and
Well,
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
you gotta realize you've got some wild canine out here.
yes, you do. Well,
You
and
Oh
I-
yeah, you might get.
You got both coyotes and wolves, and not to
Well-
mention feral dogs.
Nick, know what to do? Get your best aftershave. Put your best aftershave on. Get yourself suited and booted and blow that whistle and see what you get.
Well, I've told this story numerous times. There was already somebody out there who learned the hard way of using the dog whistle outside, especially at night. Yeah, I'm sorry if you have to hear this story again, but there was we had some investigators in Indiana. They went to some cemetery. It was after dark. They got permission to go, after dark, and they decided to use the dog whistle on the investigation. And when they blew the dog whistle, they definitely got responses, all right, but it was not paranormal. They started hearing all these howls in the distance. They and as soon as they knew what was coming, they literally bolted and got the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Did you ever look up that dog whistle?
What's that?
Did you ever look up a dog whistle to see how far away that the dogs can actually hear that whistle?
I have a dog whistle, but no, I have not looked it up yet. How far can it go?
No.
I have no idea, but I know the closer you are, the more it's going to hurt the dog's ears.
Well, I'll look it up.
Oh.
I'll look it up right now.
Emma says that
See, I have a dog, and I'd hate to have somebody blowing one of those things around my neighborhood right now,
yeah.
especially when she's outside.
Oh, bless.
Well, here's what it
Okay.
says here. So check this out. There's like two different answers to it. The AI overview: dog whistles can reach dogs at distances of up to 1.5 kilometers, depending on the weather and terrain. The frequency of most dog whistles is between 23 and 54 kilohertz, which is above the range of human hearing. To humans,
Right.
dog whistles sound like a quiet hissing noise, but dogs can hear a tone of around 35,000 Hz. Because these ultrasonic sounds travel farther than the human voice, they can be useful for training dogs or giving commands over long distances, but also apparently to get coyotes' attention. But it also says for some type of dog whistles, this is going to sound hard to believe, some dog whistles can also be heard literally up to 30 miles away, depending on the type of whistle and once again the terrain and weather conditions.
I wouldn't have said that, but you learn something new every day.
See, that's not surprising. You got to realize the other thing is when my dog howls, not barks, when she howls, her howl can be heard up to 10 miles away.
I believe it.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
By other dogs, yeah.
Emma says she's not taking a whistle out, but I love tattoos, Emma. I would really love to see your used tree of life, depending on where it is first. I shouldn't get by what I'm getting bargained for here, you know. I want to see your tattoo, but just depends where first. I want your dad to think about it. Not taking a whistle out. Eric was going to say 20 miles, but it's you learn something new every day. So, Tim.
Yeah.
Where in the world
you really do
would you like to explore? If you had to pick a country, where would you go?
I want to come up to Scotland and do the vault, don't I?
Oh my God, Tim, you could have anywhere in the world and you pick Scotland. God's sake.
No. I really want to do the vaults in Edinburgh there. I've seen so much about it. I would look there and the Hellfire Caves. I'd like to go there as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh Christ! Just talking about Scotland, I forgot about Charles. Charles, I'm so sorry. I haven't done Alistair Cowley's house because it's in the middle of being built back up. But I heard through the grapevine that it's going to be opened for tools. Tools.
You know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking when he said Aleister Crowley House? I didn't think of that house. I was actually thinking about his former abbey that he had, the Lima Abbey. Yeah, I was thinking the Lima Abbey, but that's in Italy though.
No, but that is when Lauren says you have to pick Paris and go to the catacombs.
She was just recently there.
Yeah. I've heard. Well, there's loads of places, isn't there? That came to, but I've always wanted to go up to the vaults up there. I've seen quite a few investigations and looks quite interesting. You know.
I haven't actually personally done the vaults. It's no really an interest, but I did investigate a nightclub in Edinburgh, and there was supposed to be activity in there to do with the vaults. I'd done the nightclub, but what fascinated me more was the fact that they do Buckfast, and that's the only nightclub I've ever met in Scotland that does Buckfast. And that was only because I turned around to do an EVP, and it had the shots up on the wall, and the one that caught my eye was the Buckfast, and I went, "You're the only nightclub I've ever been in that sells that sort of thing." But I've never ever did the vaults. I have friends that did the vaults. Quite mixed reviews. Some people say it's been really good for them, and other people have said they didn't really take anything from it. But it's definitely it's one of those ones. But you never say never, Tim.
There was actually
that's right.
there was actually one of the older paranormal shows. I bring this show up a lot, Scariest Places on Earth, where they did a segment of the Edinburgh Vaults. There were three. I think they were supposed to be like three college-age students that came from England to go visit Edinburgh, and they went to the vaults. It was late, of course, obviously, when they went. It was nighttime, but they actually captured what sounded like a woman screaming. They actually freaked out. They didn't think originally it was paranormal. They thought somebody was actually being tortured or something like that. But then, as the show usually does, they sent in two psychics into the vaults to investigate. One of them was someone who could see it's, who could actually see what was going on. The other was actually a psychic drawer, and
Oh wow.
she made two paintings. The first one was of a young woman, and based on the appearance, looked like probably somewhere in her late 20s, early 30s. It's nice, very beautiful blonde looking hair, but at the same time, though, it was kind of a dark feeling because one of the psychics felt like as if her throat had been cut or something like that. Now the second picture, now the second painting was actually more serious. This time it was a man who had like long hair, but just almost had kind of like this really almost grin, just this creepy negative factor. And they believe what they experienced there and what they drew was that this was the face of a murderer. And most likely he took this woman's life. As I remember from the show, a vicious murder may have gone unsolved, but the psychics believe the terrible energy from the crime still lingers. So it was, I gotta be honest, it was actually kind of creepy.
I can imagine. Before Joe goes, because I know that he's got a show coming soon, which to check out straight after Retro.
Yeah, I've got an hour before that starts.
All right, no, you've got, that's fine, no, because I know Tim is not only just a freelancer, Tim is also part of Vivian's group.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you want to speak about that.
Yeah, the UK Bigfoot research team, which Daniel, you all know Daniel Barnett, don't you?
Heard him, yeah.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's about 3 years ago he's only a young lad. He's only 15 now, but he's just been over to the Florida Bigfoot conference. I've been a guest speaker on that. Anyway, he's formed this group, and we've got lots of regional groups come off of it now all over the country. And Vivian's we're in the Southeast group, and Vivian's the leader. Yeah, the team leader for it. And we've got a big a cryptid conference coming up in July in near Weston-super-Mare, Burnham-on-Sea, on the 20th of July. Wow. Who's coming? Dr. Meldrum's coming virtually. He's going to be there virtually on camera. Ryan Gillespie's going. He's actually coming over. So that'll be good.
Now that's an event. If I lived closer, that would be an event I go to too, because I study a lot of the cryptid stuff too. So if given the chance, I'd go as well.
In fact, just to quickly ask you, Tim, see the group that you invited me to, the Bigfoot group? Is that the group that you guys use personally?
What, for investigating the cryptids?
Yeah, like, is that where all your stuff will be?
Mainly there, and on my own personal page, on my personal Facebook page, I've got lots of stuff on there. I'm not a big social media. Sorry?
No, it's just I was going to put it in the comments and tell everybody to go and follow that. If you can send me that, that would be great. Sorry, I cut you off midway, babe. So you were saying you're not really a big social media fan?
No, I mean, I do go on it now and again to keep my eye on stuff, and a lot of the events that we go on are advertised on Facebook, aren't they? You know, a lot of these paranormal investigations. I've worked with quite a few good teams, like the one my daughter's in, and a good friend Tony, Moonlight Paranormal. They're who we're going with tomorrow. And Paranation. You know, I've worked with a few of those, but yeah, I quite often, because I'm retired, I like going out in the daytime too. I've had quite a lot of stuff going on in the daytime. You know, you find a quiet place. Ancient St. John's, who I was telling you about earlier, you know, there's quite a lot of activity in the day up there, especially EVPs. I mean, I've always got this, it's all next to me all the time. My favourite bit of equipment.
Love it. Love it.
Voice recorder, yeah.
Yeah. I must admit, the one that I want, I'm going to have to win a lottery. Either that or I'm going to have to find a very rich man. It's the Panasonic. It's the Panasonic one, the silver box. I really, really like that one. And I swear by that one because I've had results in it. And it is like in coordination with a spirit that I've been working with.
Yeah.
So I've got no reason not to believe the Panasonic because I've had the results and I've seen it myself. But I don't know if it's the more I'm going on in the paranormal. Mind you, I don't do as much as investigations just now because of health just now, but I'm trying to get that all under control first before I go back out. But I don't know if it's the further that I'm going in the paranormal that I don't really want to use equipment anymore. I really just want to use the senses and go back to the old-fashioned way.
Totally agree. Yeah. I mean, we've had some phenomenal EVPs that can't be debunked because it's just a recorder, isn't it? It's not. We had one a couple of weeks ago in the Weird Shop in where's that? The Weird Shop in Nottingham.
Yeah. And
we was upstairs, and my daughters were all sitting quietly. Got the voice record. Well, actually, I was filming. I picked the EVP up on my camcorder, and we made contact with this spirit, a male spirit, and Emma asked how he died, and as clear as day, it comes across gun. It says gun, and captured that. You couldn't hear it in real time, like generally you can't, can you? But gun, yeah, that was quite spooky.
That is such quite spooky. It's amazing. As I said, like I've been interacting with spirit, and it's been giving me the responses to the questions that I'm asking, and it was like me and them was having quite the conversation. And it's amazing, and I love that. This is where people are going to probably be sitting booing me, but right, I know people have very strong opinions about apps, right? I really do. You've got your good app, then you've got your... Emma says, you got told to fuck off as well, didn't you, Dad? I love spirits. I love spirits that fly that amount of cheek at you. I got makes a great EVP.
It was a daytime recording. I'm talking about. I was actually using GhostTube. I don't know if you know that one. And I'm talking
vaguely.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I've heard of that one.
Yeah, quite good because it's actually recording. It's recording video as well as the talk, you know. And I'm at Ancient St John's, and I'm talking, and I'm scanning round, and this voice comes across, "Fuck off," like that to me, as clear as day.
Oh my God,
And
out of hell.
it sounds. I can send you the file if you want to listen to. It's
Oh, please do.
it's- yeah,
Guys,
I'll do that. I'll send it to you on Messenger later. Yeah,
Cool.
it's
That's great.
it sounds horrible. It sounds right disembodied, evil. You know, like you're getting a horror film, that kind of speak.
Yeah.
Not just normal, but
right.
yeah, nice.
Love it.
I heard
Love
that
it.
like that once before.
Guys, real
Is
quick,
it-
just want to get to this. Just want to get to this comment. Creola from Romania is watching. I use the old Olympus report. I don't know how to say Reportaphone, or not sure if I'm saying that right. On her phone, Samsung. I think the user is more important than the device for contacts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's actually interesting. I've never thought of that one before.
Yeah. That is it. I've actually never actually thought about that myself, actually. Here's the thing. It's great when they answer you, and it's great to get your EVPs. It really is.
Yeah.
Especially your comical ones that call you everything but the kitchen sink. I mean, and I love that aspect, but I like that the aspect of being able to sense as well. And I've had good results that way as well. Which when it happens to me, I get the goosebumps because it's like, holy shit. Is that one of, oh, how did that happen? What about yourself, Tim? Are you quite sensitive?
Quite sensitive.
Yes.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I quite often think there's I'm being watched, especially up St John's. You know, you can intuitive. You know something's there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think the best feeling, and it's one, if you ever come to Scotland, I would really, really love to show you. And it's one that's an old mental hospital in Scotland. And honestly, Tim, I can't start to describe to you, and you've probably heard me talk, probably people are probably bored with the amount that I talk about this hospital, but it's one of those ones that will never ever stop just really pleasing me, is Lennox Castle. It's an amazing place, Tim. Honestly, if you come to Scotland, I would love
I've
to.
heard of it.
What place is this again?
Lennox Castle.
Oh, okay.
You're probably saying, that bitch talks about it all the time. That's what Nick's thinking.
Oh,
He's
no,
like, that bitch talks about that all the time. I thought it was something exciting. Something exciting, but it's no. I'm going to quickly go.
Yeah, what Creola said.
Cruella, the bodies. That's very true. That is very true. Hey, Patricia. Charles says, good evening all. It's time for a cup. I really enjoyed this. Thank you very much. Lauren had a little girl follow her around the catacombs. She was around the age from 4, from the 1800s. I would like to do his house too. Unfortunately, Emma, so would I, but I don't think we'd be allowed. We'll just go in with professionals, get ourselves in there. Eric says he'll take you if you don't before I get there. Lauren says, I believe spirits reach out to some people and not others for different reasons. It could be a comfort thing for them. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Emma Louise, you get on my shoulders. I'll throw you in first, and then you can help me up. But me and Emma are playing. In fact, Emma, look, I better not say that. Christ, I can have visions tomorrow waking up and somebody complaining that I'm planning a break-in. Deal.
Yeah, you're going to get reported again.
I had one reporting. I'll get a second reporting for planning a break-in with Emma. Me and Emma's going to do the Great Escape. Why do you need Steve? Aye, that would be my luck, Tim. Please don't, because I tempted fate last week. We did a show on Friday Frighteners. It was medium versus psychic, and I spoke about scammers who come on and say, "Oh, I'm attracted to you. You know, your aura's wonderful." Next thing you know, literally, you cannot write a bloody book in it. 2 minutes later, what happened? Scammer came in. Literally, in the same breath, when I'd finished. Yeah. And all you seen was, like, this literally, I was like, are you shitting me? Are you seriously shitting me? I was just one of those ones with like, oh, God. Joe, you're awful quiet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got a lot going on in the background here, answering messages and.
No, you're all right. As long as you're all right.
I got a phone call. Usually, I get the phone call from my wife saying she's on her way home, and instead, I got a phone call from Mark saying he's got a migraine and can't be on the Retro Review show.
Oh, God.
So I sent Nick a message and I sent Tom a message, and I guess Retro Review is going to be Goffett, and Jeremy just gave us the thumbs up to go over if we do.
Yeah, what's going to happen is, and I should probably say this too, and because I know Lauren also tunes in for this too, so she knows. There is no supernatural talk tonight because Adrian said she's actually going out to Oklahoma to pick up, to meet up with the grandkids. So I think they're currently either they're packing up or they're currently heading over to Oklahoma right now. So originally Jeremy said it could just be me and him, but I kind of thought to myself, now that there's the golf it, and also knowing that depending on what time we end afterwards. I also would like.
So what you mean is, boys, use are clock watching until you are golfing? Oh, I get this. If it isn't people the now with the World Cup, it's used to golf in it.
Yeah, well, no, it's not even.
We've got a 4-hour show then.
Oh my God.
Jeremy just said if we want to go over, there's no supernatural talk tonight.
We have until like 9 o'clock.
My retro show is 2 hours, and then you got 2 hours for.
There, Tim. You should tune in and watch these guys go.
We go crazy.
And we got some new maps, and I know we're going to have to go off the air to play the one map Tom and I were playing the other night.
God, Steve, what kind of map did you find?
Listen, Tim, you should listen to their mouths. I never thought I'd see half the words I've learned since I took up with it.
I got to show this what Lauren said. Will there be halftime?
Yeah. There always is, because Tom has to go get a beer.
Yeah, that's the halftime for you.
I got a fridge. I got a stock in between here. I got a little Mountain Dew fridge.
I just realized, since we're gonna do golf it, this will be the first time we're gonna be playing that game on Things Network. It's like the first real Myth or Mystery is a game show itself, but this is like the first time we're actually doing a gameplay on the network.
I hope you want to come back, Tim, and we've no emotionally scarred you that much.
No, it's been great. I tell you
It's
what,
also,
because
it's
of
also
personal
on my
reasons.
channel. It's also going on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page as well.
Oh,
nice.
we're watching. Sorry,
So-
Tim, what were you saying, love?
Well, I was just saying, since I watch most of these shows because there's nothing worth watching on TV. So these are really great, and the way what's happened to me recently, these have really been good. Good medicine. So I really enjoy them.
I do try. I do try. I even try and curb myself, and then that Nick, he just lets me loose. He opens my cage,
No,
tells me to go.
you got to be yourself. You got to be
Oh, God,
yourself.
yeah.
I mean, I used to think, people didn't talk about the paranormal, did they? For the fear
Uh-huh.
of being ridiculed. But now I
Yeah.
think, sod it, I don't care what people think anymore.
Well, it's
No,
And
it's becoming more socially acceptable. You
Yeah.
know,
yes,
with all the cell phone and the technology out there, people are opening their eyes. They're seeing more. They're documenting more. They're taking pictures more often. I mean, when I was a kid growing up, and I'm quite old, when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have this going on.
no,
If you were to say, hey, I saw Bigfoot out in the woods the other day, they'd look at you like, we're going to call and get the straitjacket in here real quick and get you.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You know, I mean, that's what it was like in
Yeah.
the 70s. Think about it.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and
And
you're
now
right.
you
You're
got-
damn right. Even though,
And now you got books like this flooding the places all
Yeah.
over. This one's all about just the ones in Wisconsin.
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
not the
I'll say
author.
there was that.
This one's by Linda Godfrey. God bless
Yeah.
her soul.
God rest her soul. Yes.
God rest her soul. And this is by a friend of mine, Chad Lewis, and his buddy Kevin Lee Nelson.
Wendigo.
Ah.
Yeah.
So,
Actually,
but I've got a lot of his books.
Actually,
And
I
then-
should probably just. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Sorry. Go
And
ahead.
then Ken Gerhardt was a guest on my show and did this one. This was one of his books.
Oh, he's great. He's great, Ken. Yeah.
So,
Well, here's something I should probably let you guys know about too, because since you brought up these books, and Tim, this actually goes back to what you were saying about like this cryptid event that's coming up. Joe already knows about this. I told him about this actually earlier this week. We actually do have a kind of a cryptid con that's coming up this upcoming weekend, but unfortunately, it's not going to be a very big one. It's not even close to my area because I'm in the Chicago area. It's going to be down in Southern Illinois. They're having a what's known as the Big Money Monster Festival, based on the Big Money Monster down in Murfreesboro, which is, I would essentially call Illinois' version of Bigfoot.
yeah, I don't have that book. That's another one that's like that.
Well,
Yeah,
funny enough, they had their first Big Money Monster Festival last year because last year was representing the original sightings that occurred back in June of 1973. In fact, Chad Lewis not only wrote a book about it, he actually was part of the event itself. So, unfortunately, I found out this time he's not going back. But I looked at the event, and it does look like a really good cryptid con. The only problems are, one, it's just for one day. Secondly, it's just from 10 to 5. And third, it just seemed like as if this was an event that was just like put together literally within the last couple of days, because a month ago I looked it up and I didn't see anything about it happening again. It was literally just a few days ago. So, if I could just say one thing for the event is that if they really kind of planned it out, it would probably be another good, successful cryptid event like some of the other ones, like let's say the
Yeah.
Mothman, like the
Well,
Mothman.
see, if I would have had advance notice, more, than, knew about it like a month in advance, I would have planned to go to that one.
We probably would have gone down too. It would be a far drive for us, but
the last Paracon we went to in Chicago, that paranormal conference, for me and the wife, that thing was like almost the last minute decision to go. We decided earlier in the week, but that's all because that's a 3-hour drive, so it wasn't a big deal, and we decided to make the most of the drive going down there.
See, I would think to myself that if this event was planned, this one for Murfreesboro, if it was planned like a month in advance, and if they had like if they had like a lot more people involved in it or whatever, I would say definitely we should go. In fact, what would make it even better, because that way you guys wouldn't have to. I mean, it would definitely be a longer drive for you guys, Joe. But the way how I'd see it is if we met somewhere, we drive down, carpool together. Because it's a long drive to get down to Southern Illinois.
Right. Well, for me, for that place, it was like 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, holy shit. Holy shit.
You could get from one end of our country to the other for that.
And that means my wife wouldn't want to do a 6-hour drive. So that means I'd have to stay kind of sober. I don't drink. It's something else. I smoke pot for medical purposes, but I'd have to stay off of that for hours,
oh, God.
Because I'd have to, drive part of that drive.
Oh, that's a sore one. Emma's laughing.
I mean, it could be done. I can do it. It's just that, I have to deal with the stomach issues and the pain while I'm driving.
No, I can totally hear you. Lauren says we should make an escape room in a haunted house. They're laughing. We'll call it insane half hour, a half time. But Tim, I just want to thank you, honestly, for tonight, for coming in. Hopefully you come back.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
going to be starting sorry. So I'm going to be starting a show with Dan and Eric soon as well. I don't know the details, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be good.
I think it's a Thursday night before me.
Right.
Okay. But I could be wrong, honey. But no, definitely. Guys, please go and follow Tim. He's a good guy. Keep a wee eye out on his page. If you're into Bigfoot, definitely follow Viv's team. It's worth checking out, definitely, guys. I'll wait till Nick's back because I don't like finishing. Emma says he's all right. Definitely, in fact, guys, please go and give Emma's team a wee check out as well. What did you say the name of it was, Tim?
Moonlight Paranormal.
Moonlight Paranormal. The link, it's on his personal page. I don't think you have a page, have you, Tim, apart from your personal?
No, just my personal, but yeah, at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Moonlight Paranormal. So if you what I'll do is after the show I will put links in the description below, folks. Please definitely give them a follow, because if there's anything that I could do in podcasting to help small teams, then I will. Definitely without a shadow of a doubt, because they just deserve support as much as what the big teams do. So yeah, guys. So tomorrow night we have the lovely Irish demon Jenny Sullivan Sinatsi. And we have in tow with her Neil Story. I should have actually got that we're having the both of them, so the two of them. There will be. It'll be some. It will be some laugh. So it will be probably full of hilarity as usual. She'll follow you. Dad, you have a bear watching you.
Yeah, there he is.
I did notice the bear. I was like that. I think that's a pretty cool bear.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, what's the bear's
He
name?
just turned up one night. Malcolm
the bear. You should
After
use
he
that.
died.
Oh, bless. You should use that as your mascot.
Yeah. He's very old. He's very, very old. Yeah.
Oh, bless.
I was going to
And then
mention
I've got spiders. The spiders are over there. I've got big spiders over there.
Oh, bless. Sorry, Joe, what were you saying, honey?
I was going to mention something to Tim because we were talking earlier before the show started that if you follow my link here that says InsaneAsylumPodcast.com, there's a YouTube button to our YouTube
Sorry, say
channel.
that again, Joe. Say that again. What's it called?
Just go to InsaneAsylum.com.
Right, okay. Will do.
Right under my name, and there's a button for the YouTube channel, a little YouTube button at the on the page, that front page, and go there, and you'll find everything that we've done on the Beasts of Bray Road so far.
Oh, fascinating.
Including
Fascinated by that.
and including the actual initial drive down where we drove down it at night, so you get a feel of what it looks like and at nighttime.
Yeah. Can you put that link in as well, Flo?
Yes, I will, my dear. If you send me the Bigfoot thing, send me your daughter's paranormal team.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Do that as well, honey. That would be great.
Yeah, will do.
Emma says he's about 70 years old. He only looks a day 21.
Is she on about me or that bear?
The bear. That's why I'm laughing, because I had said to you, you don't look a day over 21, and she said you were 70. Well, sorry, the bear.
Bear.
Do you know what? I'll need to get you and Emma back on time and get Emma on as well. I think it would be great.
Yeah,
it would be good laugh.
Yeah. She's into her paganism big time. Yeah.
Do you know what? I would love to have an interesting conversation with her over that one. In fact, I can remember seeing you, Emma, at the Witchcraft Light versus Dark.
Yeah.
That was an interesting show. Yeah. I really enjoyed that show. But I definitely need to get you on again, with Emma. I think it'd be a good laugh. Definitely a good laugh. Where's that bloody boy went to? Bet he's away for his dinner. Know what it is?
Pardon?
He's probably away for his dinner, but making sure his dinner's no burning.
Yeah. Well, about 5 hours behind us there, are they?
Yeah, Nick, right now for Nick, 9 is 3 p.m. I'm not quite sure what Joe will be. I'm shy and quiet, Emma. I don't believe that for one
No,
second.
she's not. No.
You've just told me you would happily come with me in a certain place. I was going to ready there. You know what? Screw it. We're going to break into Wolfskin House. might as well go down. We'll go down in style.
Yeah,
Oh,
go for it.
Nicholas,
what have I missed?
I was talking about you, but you weren't here.
I just had to go use the bathroom.
Imagine saying that in there. That's as in fact, just when I've said that, Emma, something's come into my head. If my stalker's in tonight, then he'll probably be on the social media putting it that I'm going to break into a place. I've got a stalker, Tim, who likes to watch my shows. Doesn't like me,
cool.
but likes to watch my shows. Likes to have a wee pot shot.
Oh God.
Hey, Tim, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Bit of drama.
Oh no, I just love when he accuses me of all sorts. That's how I know. As soon as I said it, I said, "Oh, I wonder if my stalker's watching, because he'll be on social media saying I'm going to break into places." So if oh lordy, the popo are coming. I know. I can't. Do you know what, Emma? I can't wait. It'll be a shockingly good time. But definitely, we need you on again. Definitely, Emma. If you haven't, I'll drop you a friend's request. I really do need to call my Facebook though, because I'm sitting with too many people.
Yeah, it soon builds up, doesn't it?
Oh my God. I looked at my Facebook today and I've never had that many people on my Facebook in my life. Never.
I've got nearly 2,000 now.
I'm like 3,000 odds, and it was like, holy shit, how did you accumulate this, Lois?
Hey, I'm going to get going so I can get ready for the show to start, and I got to eat something quick.
Okay, hun. Well, I'll see you later, because no doubt after the live I'll be putting my...
Bye, mate.
See you in a little bit.
Oh, bye, Joe's wife.
You know why? You got so many friends. You know why you got so many friends, don't you, Lois? Because you sound like Charlene Spiteri when you sing.
No, maybe because you've said that now, that's making me think that they think I'm Texas.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, I can't even bloody sing. That's it. I don't say that I can sing, but my God, I probably broke a few bloody windies. honest to God. See, the thing is, see when people get in touch with me, right, and they say this has happened on a live or that's happened on a live, and I've got to sit back and watch myself. I have me on mute. I cannot stand the sound of my own voice.
I think most people are like that.
I think we all feel that way.
Oh,
that's what I just said. Yeah.
Even when I do that, I love the thing about it is, and I've always said this for day one. without the viewers, we wouldn't have those shows. And we wouldn't be where we are. And that goes for owners downwards. And I've always said that if I had a podcast, I would always want to make my viewers not just feel like viewers, but feel like they're part of the experience and part of the family. And it's true what Lauren says, we are like big one family. So I love singing happy birthday to them. And then I think to myself when I go off, I say, Lois, you're not getting any better with your singing hen.
I can't wait for the next birthday now.
Oh, well, when it comes your birthday, don't you worry, Tim. I will be singing to you.
Great.
I'll need to crack out the guitar.
Yeah.
Now that you've said that I'm that woman for Texas, you do realise every birthday you're going to see me with a guitar. Just because you said that.
It's too bad that Charles is not watching now because he's from Texas.
No, that's what the band's called, Texas. But oh my god, it's so funny. That's it. And the best it is, there is a guitar through it in my boys' room, so definitely that'll be me. I'll be practicing all night now.
My wife goes along with the singing.
Oh, no, Lauren, you're pushing your luck. You're wanting me to dance. I've got 2 left feet. I can't sing worth a shit. In fact, do you know what? It's kind of like Father Ted when they're doing Eurovision, and they kind of think that they're top singers until they start singing. Well, that's mine. That is like me, and with the guitar, it's like one strum, and I think I'm the best guitar player. Honestly, I could. Do you know what? I'm so tempted to go and get it for a laugh so I can show you exactly what I play. Every day the chat will be like, please do. But yeah, I'm pretty much. So I've got 2 nicknames because I'll have a nickname for Nick the Prick, and then no you, Nick, a different Nick. I just realised that Nick was sitting there.
Charlene.
Yeah, don't. That'll be everybody in the chat now calling me Charlene. We're all waiting, Lauren says. Well, funny enough, if you come back when I'm doing the 2nd year anniversary, the big birthday bash, I was doing a podcast between the 2 shows, which I may add, when I made the date, I made it the 4th of July, and then forgot, oh no, that's American time.
That's Independence Day for us.
So if you and them are free that night when we're having the birthday bash, please feel free to come along. We'll sit there and I'll have the guitar out and I'll sing. I will sing to you, Tim.
Well. Yeah, I can play the guitar along to it. Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm the best guitar player. Oh, when I get started and I hit that string, I'm really good. Oh, guys, what a fun show it has been. So
fab.
It's always a good laugh. It's a good laugh. But yeah, guys.
Do you mind if I say about who's next week's guest is going to be?
Oh, you fill your boots.
Because this one I'm really excited about. I'm not sure if she's still watching right now, but as some of you guys had saw, and I'm sure you saw it too, Tim, that woman by the name of Creola who was commenting earlier. she's all the way. She lives all the way. She lives all the way in Romania, and I actually introduced. Yeah, she is, as far as I know, the only paranormal investigator in Romania. So she and I have actually been talking. She's been tuning into some of our shows. I introduced her to both Things and Simply Spooky Network. And at one point, I decided to offer if she would be interested in wanting to be a guest on the show. She kind of had to think things over at first because obviously it's never been done before. I mean, been done before with her. So, but I think after watching some of our shows, after when I told her about a suggested date, I'm excited to say Creola has agreed and will be coming on to the show next Thursday. She will be the very first guest out of any of our shows that will be coming on all the way from Romania.
It's like,
Blimey. That's gonna be about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for her, isn't it?
It's I thought it would be an hour for you guys because I know that's more partially like Western Europe. So I think that might be it might be an hour or two ahead. I got to check with her on that, but she has agreed to come on nonetheless. She was able, she has tuned in, so obviously she's well aware of the time, over in Romania. But it'll be awesome. Of course, I definitely have quite a couple questions to ask. One of them, undoubtedly, because when you think of Romania, of course, you obviously think immediately of Paler, Vlad Dracula.
Transylvania.
Yep, Transylvania.
And funny enough, we've got Neil Story coming on tomorrow with Jenny, and he talks about Dracula.
Yeah. So, but having Creole on, it's gonna be really exciting. I really cannot wait when we get her on.
Oh God, yeah, definitely. Emma, you stopped reading my mind. I was going to say that, and then I thought I went overboard with the whole breaking in situation. Now you're getting me to offend by singing "Kumbaya, my lord." What are you trying to do to me? You trying to get my show shut down?
Play the chord, cop.
That's awesome.
It really is.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm having second thoughts about Emma now because she's got to get me banned and on my shows. What a career I've had! 2 years. Well, actually, if I include Jacqueline as well and other podcasts, so about 4 years podcast. And in the making, I've had the best run of it, so I might as well crash now. Emma is trouble. Do you know what the problem is, Emma? You've got Emma Louise in your name. You're Emma. I'm Louise. We're both trouble.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah.
One final thing I'd like to share, by the way, before we end things, is Lauren actually sent this to me. Apparently, we do have another guest another viewer that likes to watch our shows. But there she is. Yes, there's Creola. Speaking of which, right here. Yeah. So
can't wait to have you on, Creola.
Yeah, we can't wait to chat with you next Thursday. This is going to be great. So, but anyways, this viewer that we have. It's not really a person. Let's just say this picture will say it all. Check it out.
Oh,
a putty cat.
That's the best sort of viewer.
Yeah. So always nice to have some of our furry friends watching our shows too.
It's like, it's that woman again that sings. She's shit. Emma's asking what the cat's name is.
I don't know the cat's name. It's actually a female though. It's a female cat.
Oh, bless her. Emma's saying terrible with laughing face. We will, Emma. Me and you should do a show ourselves. 2 hours to put the world to rights. Well, we sat there like that. But no, it's been a great show. It's definitely been a great show.
Here's Katsu. Koniko, but we call her Nico.
Nico. Oh, it's a beautiful name. We would get
Yeah.
banned.
I think so too.
Emma Louise, honestly, we would be like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Clockwork Orange. We would well get banned and no let out for years. But guys, it's definitely been a wonderful show. Wonderful show as always. I've enjoyed doing my podcast. I sure do. But tune in, guys, tomorrow. As well, and
Wait, what?
sorry, Tim, I thought you were going to say something.
Oh, I was, but I realised I was interrupting you. I'm sorry.
No, sweetheart, you go first.
Well, I was just going to say we'll have to do catch up because we're off to the Paranormal Research Centre in Hinckley tomorrow night. So I shall watch your show and catch up on Saturday.
Oh, that is just no good enough. I'm offended. But it's fine. No, but you guys have a good time. Definitely have a good time.
Yeah.
Guys, go and check out the golfing because I know after I'm done this interview, I'll be watching it because I'm going to learn some new words tonight.
I put it
Because
this
that
way.
necklace.
Put it this way. This is the show where all hell is gonna break loose.
Well, I'll tell you. Can you make it? Can you make it that you go rowdy so that I don't get banned tonight? For breaking into building.
I mean, anything is possible at this point. So you never know what happens when you see us play golf. It's also it's not only just a set of words. Also, get ready to have your volume partially turned down because it also gets loud.
My God, wait till you a laugh, right? Tim, you'll find this funny. So, my sleep pattern's really bad. Really, really bad. So, during the night sometimes, in fact, most of the time I get up. So, I'll always, first thing I'll do is check my phone. And I'll always go on to Facebook and I'll scroll through, right? So, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning and I does this. Thought, that's brilliant. I've caught the boys playing golf. So the next thing you know, I don't know how it's I don't know how I don't oh hey Noreen. Oh right, I tell you what, Noreen, see since you're just on, right, and I was just about to go off, but because you're just on, I'll do another 10 minutes. Tim, you got another 10 minutes?
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Right,
good.
so I'll go for another 10 minutes, right? Might as well cut it to the wire. So the next thing you know, I don't know how to do this whole commenting, see the commenting on YouTube and all that. I don't know how to do all that, right? So I always have my phone so that if a Nick's on, I can always comment and say hi. Soon as you were about to come on, the door went, well, you just tell me to come back at 11 o'clock when I'm done. So the next thing you know, no, the volume is no loud. Oh my God, I was in stitches with them, right? And I'm trying to silent giggle, right? Because obviously the other half's sleeping beside me, and I'm silent giggling, right? And I didn't even have the volume that loud, and all you heard was "Birdie," and that's all they kept saying, and it was dead loud.
Birdie.
I was in stitches. This is the way they were going on, right?
It's too bad Joe wasn't able to say it because he says it better than any of us.
Oh my God, he's shouting, "Bird bait!" He's starting to stir. And then there was me. The more they were talking, the louder I was getting to giggle. But definitely, if you want to laugh, Tim, stuff the telly. Go and watch these guys play golf. Noreen says, "I'm going to have to disconnect the bell. Don't you worry, I've got the pliers." But no, I love when they play golf. It's just first time we watched them, and it was so funny. And as well, what I do recommend as well you to check out is BB3 TV, for another network to check out as well, Tim, because they have good as well as Simply Spooky.
It's a riot to watch, you know. Yes, it is.
Oh wow! I need my little nighttime spooky fix. But oh my darling, we're a spooky family.
Yeah.
I do always try and make everybody feel welcome.
We're all weird together.
That's it. Definitely. But check out Simply Spooky as well, guys. If for the ones that haven't yet, go check out Things Network and BB3 TV. But yeah, golfing. But the good thing about BB3 TV as well is they look at different things, not just paranormal. They do other things as well. I'm going to mention it, right? Because I like it. I've not actually watched it yet, and it's a podcast on BB3 TV called Cute and Kinky.
Oh yeah, I never watched. I have not watched that show. I won't be on that one.
Nick, see if you're ever on ever on Cute and Kinky, I will die off with laughing.
That is not my show for me. Definitely not.
But I honestly,
I'm innocent here. I'm innocent.
Nicholas, you tell lies. Do you know what, Tim? My end of year goal for Nicholas is to say fuck on live. I am going to push that man's buttons. I'm going to push your buttons, boy, until you dare. I've heard them saying pissed in my life, and my jaw nearly dropped. I was like, excuse me? Stop the show. When did that come out your mouth? Next laugh is pretty cool. But yeah, guys, I think we should all push Nick's button till he says, fuck this, I'm away.
You push my buttons long enough. I don't know how much more you can, but, you know, people sometimes want to just go off the edge.
Well, Emma, me and you are pals. Don't you make me fall out with you. Maybe you could gift him a carousel if he does it. That does make you say, in fact, that's a good shout, Emma. I'm going to box that monstrosity up and send it to him. so he can say, fuck's sake, what's this? Oh, Emma, if you'd seen my face, I was doing a lot of effing and jeffing that night. 65 quid for that, let me tell you. and I swear of God, right? Emma's laughing, you're welcome. I swear to God, see when I seen it, when it was working, I could have rugby kicked it out the window. Especially with prices, and it's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Laurie says, I think my adopted son should sing me a happy birthday.
Oh my God. Right,
Right, come on. Come on, Nick.
Where do I?
We're waiting.
Where on earth do I even start?
Nori says, oh, you make me howl. You should have heard me that night, Nori, and you would have been able to cry with laughter, honestly. And it was just a shock when I came in and there was this big box, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? And then you open the boxes thinking that you've bought yourself something you can't remember, and it turns out to be this dinky carousel. Look, Emma, but you've started. You've got me ranting, Emma. I blame you. But it's been a good night. But definitely I'll get another couple of minutes since wee Noreen came on. I say wee Noreen, this is going to be the chance where she's taller than me. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? What is everyone doing?
Well, we're investigating tomorrow. What's happening Saturday? I don't know. No, chilling out, I suppose, wouldn't we? That's what I'm doing.
Paranormal hangover.
Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, got a lot of antique. It's an antique place as well. Lots of old antiques in there. You know, supposedly haunted antiques. So we'll see.
You need to keep us updated.
Mm.
What about you, Nikki? What's up with your alley for the...
Just like Lauren, I'm working unfortunately too this weekend, but
honey.
You know, it's going to be pretty quiet. Although I will say it's not necessarily the weekend, but I should probably say this anyway. This upcoming Monday is when I'm supposed to go on appear on as a guest back on Paranormal back in Paranormal and History with Scott.
That baldy bastard. You're on his show.
Yeah,
you Judas Turncoat, you're sacked.
What? Wait, what?
I said you're on his show. Oh, that's it. You're barred. You're sacked. You're Judas Turncoat.
He said to me that he once said to me, like, do you have anything going on Monday the 24th? I was like, no, I don't think so. He's like, well, you do now.
But what am I doing the weekend? I don't even know. Playing pool. Go to play pool. What else am I doing? Pretty much, I think just a quiet time. Quiet time, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. A quiet time. But I better wrap this up, guys, because it's 11 o'clock nearly. But everyone have a good weekend. Tim, thank you very much.
Oh, I've enjoyed myself. Thank you.
I'm glad that you've enjoyed yourself. Emma.
Yeah.
I'll meet you at 12 o'clock at our place. Remember the bag. You're very, very welcome, sweetheart. Very, very welcome. But guys, you take care. Everybody have a good weekend, and we will see you all soon. Bye. Oh, sorry, Noreen.
You know what? We actually didn't say who was going to be on for tomorrow.
Yeah, but remember, Noreen wasn't here.
Oh,
Jenny, we've got Jenny and Neil coming on. So tune in, Noreen. Cut that doorbell. Tell them all to bugger off and come back at 10. Get your ballad like Calabar out. I already got it on. Can you not see it? You're very welcome, my darling. But everybody take care and we'll catch up with you all soon. See you later, guys.
See you in just a few
Bye.
minutes, guys.
Bye.